Emily took some crops from here and bought some, and she started putting crops in her HOA backyard, which is fenced in. It's beautiful. And she gets a threatening letter right off the bat from the HOA saying, you've got to remove, cease and desist, and all that BS. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to go in there with the kids, and we're going to plant a lot more Florida friendly landscaping plants, and we're going to put it on camera, and we are going to invite the HOA to do better. Right now, the HOA on a contractual basis is killing the land, the soil, and the people. They're using poisons. So instead of hating on them, because they're just ignorant, right? I don't hate anybody. It's trauma, it's scarcity, it's destruction. I simply am aware that they're ignorant, and we are going to take soil studies. We are going to put the food in the ground. We're going to put it on film, and we're going to talk about the contrast between life and death and how to achieve life instead of what they're doing. And we're going to then invite them while we share with the sheriff and Ron DeSantis, the governor, and the president, and Bobby Kennedy, who I met with a couple of years ago. And we're going to share it all, and then we're going to basically put them on notice.
Well, it's a perfect time to upgrade the HOA system in Florida and America. Because if it can be done in Florida, where majority of Florida is HOA systems these days, then it can be done anywhere.
Yes, exactly. And so the opportunity, right, is huge. A lot of us look at all the HOAs and we get into a scarcity mindset. Actually, let's change that mindset into an opportunity mindset. Like, oh my God, we're sitting on the edge of the biggest opportunity in the history of the world, right? From Dr. Martin Luther King said, those who love peace must learn to organize as effectively as those who love war. So that's what.
Yeah, and that's where the challenge has been, right? The peace goers, the lovers, the seers can't seem to organize as well as those who love destruction.
Yes.
So that's a really good reminder. One thing I'm taking away from just my time with you is your optimism and your ability to clear limiting beliefs.
Yeah.
For those that are listening, is it your ability to pause and take a breath that allows you to stay optimistic even in moments of fear? What is it that myself and other people can do to constantly keep flipping and looking at the things coming at us in a more optimistic light as opportunities, not challenges?
That's such a great question. So here's some of the things I do every day. I do ground a lot. I still walk around with rubber-soled shoes once in a while, but for the most part, I'm barefoot now, and I do the grounding. And that is, by the way, a measurable fact. Like I've measured it many times with this little device that checks your EMFs. And as soon as I had rubber-soled shoes on, and I was holding this metal Geiger counter type of looking thing, and as soon as I took my shoe off and put my foot on the ground, it went to zero. From 300 or 400 to zero, because now there's a flow of energy. The other thing I do on site here is this fella, Eric Heinzelman, who was the head chef of multiple different restaurants. He's a genius chef and grower, and he's growing mushrooms, and he's got a mushroom business. So I use reishi and lion's mane, and I microdose psilocybin from the pasture, and plant medicines, and to be aware. And then I sit with, how are my results, right? What am I experiencing? More love, more creativity, more this? Or is it at the point where it's going the other way? And I used to drink alcohol. Now I recognize very clearly that it takes my energy away, right? I used to use cannabis more, and I recognize that takes my energy away at a certain point. So there's a benefit to these plant medicines that is extremely powerful as long as we use it very consciously.
Well, once you feel good, you know when you don't.
Yes.
You know? And so you know when you can't add certain things onto or into your body or around you because it doesn't feel good.
That's absolutely right. And the most destructive thing is the thoughts in our minds, right? So many people are studying the problem. We are in the midst of the great awakening, right? The apocalypse means lifting the veil. We're
Yes.
experiencing it at scale globally right now.